Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I just wanted to go over the menus in the game because I don't know if it's just me, but I found the menus kind of confusing to go through at first. You're just like, where's what's going on? Why are all these red notifications still just lingering around? And how can I find what I'm looking for? So I'm just gonna go over that with you guys and I hope you have a better understanding. So let's start off. Let me just move somewhere real quick. Don't want the dark background. All right, so the most important things are going to be at the top right of your screen. You see right here, it is collapsible. These are the main things you will be looking at, minus your equipment and your weapons. So the first icon, this GIF icon, leads you to all of the events that is going on within a game. So like the pre-registration events, they're all here, all claimable, and even the banners that are open right now. So this event banner, yesteryear's, is available for 6 days. Available for 6 days, and same thing for Forgiveness and Birth. Nemesis banner, also 6 days, along with Summer Breeze, themed events like the Executioner's Training, and various level up rewards, the Battle Pass, and sign-in rewards, along with the Clotho supply pod, which is really important if you want to purchase chip pulls. You could come here, purchase it for cheap, or you could just wait the rest of the time and get it for free. Honestly, I'm probably just gonna wait and get it for free because I'm going to use my dark crystals to pull from this banner because I really want this. Okay, besides getting sidetracked, this is where you will come to see all of your events. You just hit this icon right here. All of the events will be here. Everything claimable, even the newcomer event. In the beginning, I had a problem finding this. I'm like, yo, where's this? I don't understand. Where's this menu? Where's this item? Where can I find the event? But it'll be right here. In this pen pad folder with the pencil, this is similar to Genshin's Adventures. What is it? Adventures log or Adventures journal. So here you'll have multiple challenges that you will complete as you're playing through the game, and this is where you will just come to claim all of them. So level up rewards, level to 18, upgrade your suppressor, pods, use chips, training facilities. All these things will be right in here, your wanderer's log. And the overview is, once you complete up to chapter 7, the last reward will be a set of 4 pepper matrix set. So just to reiterate, the gift for events, the folder with the pin is Adventurer's Log, aka Wanderer's Log, because this is not Genshin. It's just Tower of Fantasy. And these 2 swords right here is one of the most important things. You click this is your weekly missions. So here is something you want to always remember. Claim these weekly missions. They give you valuable items. They give you black crystals. They give you golden key unlocks for build boss chests. So that's things you want to keep in mind. Along with that, the missions give you money, and you're going to need that because you start to run low later on after upgrading multiple items and things like that. So this is something you want to remember, and this is for your recommended. This is things they recommend you do, like your daily bounties, world exploration, ruins if you still haven't completed all your ruins, and just you're signing in. And Mia's Kitchen. Mia's Kitchen is very important. It gives you EXP. It also buffs your character I believe the buff is random. Sometimes it'll give you a physical buff, elemental buff. It's random, but it also gives you a good amount of EXP. So keep that in mind and pay attention to this. And here you can also do your co-op missions, your joint operations. These are also really important. These are just basically things that if you get tired of just exploring the world, you can come and do these. Or if you find yourself running low on resources, this is a place you would go to gain those resources. Like if you're trying to pick up Myrtle chipset, you could attempt to do that right now. Difficulty 5, it's a chance for the chipset to drop. The 0 chipset and the Myrtle chipset. So keep that in mind. Also, if you're running low on nano coatings, you can come here and run this. But there are also free adventures that don't cost energy in the top right. These are your challenges. These missions are important, especially like Beyond the Phantasm. Here you'll be able to gain level up materials for your equipment. And this is going to be extremely detrimental to gaining more combat score. So let's see if I can see the various rewards. So I can only see, since it reset, up to 42. This is just what I would gain as I continue to go across. Dark crystals, see, they're very important. Just keep going. These are also important for upgrading equipment. These are also for advancing equipment. So just keep that in mind. This is something important you want to do daily. Apex League, I don't want to talk about this, but it is PvP. I have mixed feelings about that, but I'm gonna just leave it like that. It's just the Apex League. This is PvP. They reward you based on your rank. Where is it? For the season, based on your level or your rank, this just shows what you would gain. Right now, I will gain 100 dark crystals and 1 private key for opening up the triangle boxes around the map. The cipher chest, I'm gonna say cipher chest. Yeah. This is also where you come to PvP. PvP is open between certain times. You could look that up and find that out. It's pretty easy to find. Wormholes, also something you want to pay attention to, because they do give you gold nucleuses, which is beautiful, along with gold. So keep that in mind. They also lead you to the shop where you can spin your energy crystal dust to gain more equipment, like elite shoulder, purple equipment, blue equipment, but you're going to want to mainly go for the purple ones. Frontier Clash and Void Rifts, these are also in this area. These also help you gain equipment. Elite armors, Void Rifts, you also want to do those. Help you get what? Proof of purchase. Basically, chips, chip pulls on the chip banners. This will give you that on the regular chip banner, not the event. Event is different. So right now, these are the 3 most important menus. This will always have an exclamation. I do not know why that red dot never goes away. Oh, it's because of Mia's Kitchen. I'll do that later. Now, the shop. It's just a shop where you buy things. I try to go mainly free to play, or as free as possible to play. So right now I spent a total of $6. This one $1. This was $5. And don't forget to claim your daily supply here. This is free. This also shows what you can purchase in the shop. Vitality Solutions. The first one is 50 dark crystals. I highly recommend picking this up. Each day, at least pick up 1. It'll start to stack and you'll really need this when you start to grind. And you can spend real money to purchase titanium, which you can use to convert into dark crystals. Also a shop, If you're looking for where to buy event polls for the summer event gotcha that just came out, Seabreeze Gachapon coins are right here, 100 dark crystals each. So that's it for the most important stuff. So the events, adventures log, challenges and dungeons, shop, money shop. And now we're going to go into this one. This is the most confusing one of all. I want to say that they did a good job with like kind of outlining which are the really important ones. So here is your weapons, basically straight to your weapons, self-explanatory. Commissionary, this is the second shop. This is the second shop that uses all of the other currencies that you gain. So here you have the crystal dust shop. You'll have the shop for the black gold, which you gain from pulling on banners, and you gain those through duplicates. So if you get a duplicate SR, you'll get black gold, and you only get black gold if that SR is maxed out. So go through here, you can purchase various items. This is for the chip banner. If you gain duplicates, this is also for the chip. You can purchase here. Crew shop, purchase here. Gain merits. Support shop, this is basically while you're running, say you're doing boss rushes and you're going around the party killing bosses, you'll gain the support points currency, and you can come here and buy black nucleuses and various other things, bike parts. And this is the point shop where you spend your points. So you see the little green beacons around the map, those little challenges, they give you these points, which is sort of important because you need to buy special gifts. I recommend buying special gifts, and I'll explain why in another video. So commissionary, you could go there and all of the currencies you have, you can spend those in this shop. This is the second shop within the game. And terminal is basically where you get your achievements, where you can look back on old story missions. You can see what missions you have so far and which ones you've completed. So this one, it shows, there you go, your achievements. And this is really important because if you're completing these, you'll be able to gain 5 gold nucleuses, stamina, and chip pulls every time you hit a milestone. So make sure you're completing your achievements. So far I've gotten what, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 gold nucleuses, chips, and 5 mushrooms, which increase your stamina, your max stamina. So this is important for moving around. Chronicles, it just shows different places, different maps we've been to, different places that you've taken pictures of. It's like sightseeing icons that you see, you interact with it, it takes a picture of the area. This is how you look back on stories. And speaking of stories, if you haven't checked out my latest video, which is like my version of an anime ending for Tower of Fantasy, personally I have fun doing it. If you want to check it out, I think it will be which way, a link up there somewhere over there, top right corner. Check that out, it's nice. It's like a 3-minute video. You could come here, look back on old memories. And you can also see what story missions you completed. You come here, you can claim items also from the story missions that you have been working on, that you have been completing. So pay attention to this. There will be a bunch of gold nucleuses, currencies, black crystals, and stuff like that for you in this menu. And these are just your missions, side missions, bounties, all this extra stuff. Be right here. So you got your weapons, self-explanatory, commissionary, your second shop, terminal, which is your missions, your story missions, and various achievements that you'll need to claim. Now for the special orders, which is just your banners. This is just your banner. Nothing crazy. This is just where you will come to do your polls. Kind of think it would feel better if it was outside in a big menu, but I'm not going to question that too much. Then this is your relics, where you come to increase your relics, come to change your relics, come to deploy your relics. Keep that in mind. These are the most important things in this menu right here, besides from these. Say your suppressor. It's really important. You can't get into certain areas if your suppressor's too low or your level's too low. You'll start to take damage when you're in that area, so make sure you're leveling up your suppressor, and this is the menu for said suppressor. Vehicles. I don't know if you got into the level for vehicles yet, but this will give you, this is a good source of dark crystals because they constantly keep giving it to you. So let me see, just do this. Boom. At 35, I get it again. Boom. Ooh, just shy of 35. So 35, I'm gonna get 30 black crystals. Same thing with this, 35, 30 black crystals. So unlocking mounts is going to be crucial to gaining more black crystals. So just go around, do your thing. If you have to farm, but this is something you want to look at and keep in mind. Also, let's go over to rankings. If you're in a guild, this is less important. If you're in a guild, it'll just show your ranking in a guild, your achievement ranking, wormhole ranking, bygone phantasm, and your crew ranking. Crew, basically your guild. Come here, make sure you're completing your guild assignments, because guilds also have a shop, and this is currency for it, the merits. And you can just go straight from to the store from your guild. Potent omnium is used for your suppressors. So if you're in the guild, make sure you're purchasing those. Level up your suppressors. That will basically increase your damage and other stats. And then simulacrum, where you have all of your weapons. One thing you want to pay attention to in your simulacrum is the awakenings. Make sure you are gifting them the right items, the correct items, and make sure you're gifting them at least to 1,200 so you can gain their secondary trait. The trait that I'm using now is for King. It got him to 1,320, but my goal was 1,200. And for this trait, because I activated it, you can only have one trait activated at a time. Every 7 enemies defeated, King restores HP equal to 8% of my maxed HP. So this is good if I'm running around in the fields. I don't want to use food to increase my sanity. If I'm just relaxing, I just like, I'm gonna kill a few things. I'm going to get 8% of my HP back. If I have a good amount of HP, I'll be a good amount healed. So yeah, that's really important. Not just King, other things like Crow 2. We're not in a group, a party. You do more damage and you receive less damage. She just has increased jet boarding speed, movement speed in general. Subasa, strike stacks, fear strike that stack. You could just go through and check out all of their traits. Their traits are really important, especially later on down the line when you're running parties and you're starting to get familiar with everything, and it gets to the point where you gotta crunch those numbers to really get the damage you're looking for. And there's friends and backpacks. This is extremely important. You see the commissionary shot right here? If you go through your backpack, you don't have to go through this menu. So if you go to your backpack, go down, you have your equipment, cooking, missions, mission items, and currency. And this menu you could look at what you have the most currency of, and you could go straight to that to purchase it. Like 13 base chips, I'm not going to go to that shop. I'm not going to check that shop out because I don't have enough to get anything. I need at least 80. Same thing with black gold. I need at least 120 to get something from there. So those are shops I'm not going to click on at all. Same with the 40. I'm not going to touch these. But the achievements, 1,380, I'm like, oh, let me check that out. Let me see what that is. Takes you straight there. I'm only 120 away from gaining my achievement. So that's extremely quick way to go to shops, just so you don't have to worry about it. If you don't know where the shops is, you could even forget where commissionary is. Just press your inventory button, go to currency, check out your currencies, and then hit the shop next to it. All of them, you can just go straight to the shop without second worries, without worrying about anything. And then there's your gifts for your simulacrums. And then bag is also, it'll show you your character, how much sanctity you have. I keep saying sanity is sanctity. Oh man. But yeah, and you see your stats, how much damage you do, physical, vault, otherwise, frost, all these other things. So just to go brief overview: event shop, adventurer's journal, group missions, cash shop, self-explanatory missions, second shop for secondary currencies, pulls, missions, achievements, your relics, suppressors, vehicles, simulacrums, ranking crew, and your backpack. So I guess that's just it, guys. If you need to go through the menus to memorize some more, just go through them, check them out, because myself, I did have a problem going through the menus in the beginning, and I didn't really like that. So you can just come here, check them out. Like I said, you don't need to worry about commissionary. If you have your backpack, remember, just go to currency. You don't have to search for what shop you need. Just go to currency, see how much currency you have of whatever currency you need. So check out all your currencies, see if they have a good amount, and just click on the shop next to them, and it'll take you straight to it without second worry. So guys, thank you for checking out the video. I know this one's probably a long one. I tried to make this as quick as possible because to me these menus were complicated, and that's coming from someone who played Skyrim. One of the worst menus, the worst UIs ever created. Granted, it did have a lot in that UI, so it's like hard to put it all together, but it's still one of the worst UIs. It's one of the greatest games, but one of the worst UIs. You can have a good game and a bad UI, but let's not sugarcoat things. If the UI is bad, it's bad. If the game's good, it's good. And yeah, thank you guys for checking out another video. I hope you stick around. I hope you leave a like. I hope you leave a subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next video.